Lights, camera, action. Holy shit. Are you recording it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hi, this is Marty Lyons of the New York Jets. You're listening to the Weekly Rant with Jim and Steve.
All right, welcome back to our 22nd episode of the Weekly Rant with Jimmy and Steve.
That long.
It's been that long. Alongside Steve, I'm Jimmy.
Yeah.
Sorry for last week. There was a little bit of a inclement weather upstate keeping me there.
Jimmy just wanted to do more snow angels and to not talk about the Olympics.
And to build... speaking of the Olympics, welcome back, John Daly. John Daly just landed back in the States about 6 hours ago.
Oh, you're Facebook stalker?
Yep. I just saw it before the show started.
Alrighty.
So how was everything? What's going on? I haven't seen you in 2 weeks.
I know, it's been glorious.
I know. I had a vacation from you.
I know, it's been great. I don't know, went upstate for a few days with Lacey. It's a good time.
Yeah, even when I get away from you, you can't leave me. You have to follow me upstate.
No, I went further east.
Oh.
I was by Albany.
Okay.
Yeah, but I got a Stewart's milkshake.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Stewart's, you know the root beer maker?
Yep.
They have milkshakes, and they have a gas station upstate.
So it's like a root beer float?
No,
possible?
I had a milkshake. Well, I had a root beer float too. But in these 2 weeks, I actually lost another pound.
Okay.
Jimmy, for those who didn't follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/The Weekly Rant Show, Jimmy was buying pieces of slab bacon.
I wasn't buying it. I was tempted. It was $48, and it was the size of our table here. It was slab bacon.
And then Jimmy decided to go get bacon bits. No? You got real bacon, didn't you?
Well, I didn't buy bacon. Oh, I bought bacon, but not that slab.
I got sick just looking at it.
Oh,
if you want to call in, 609-975-9689. We've been away for a week. We got plenty to talk about today. Jimmy, you want to start us off on our rundown?
Sure. Your favorite topic. We'll be talking about the Olympics since I've been away for 2 weeks. We got a lot to talk about there.
Is it over yet?
Yep.
We'll talk about the women's and men's USA hockey both succumbing to Canada.
Yep. And the unfortunate collapse in the USA skeleton.
Well, I mean, Matt Antoine still won.
Yeah, he got bronze.
He still got a
bronze.
bronze. So he's still.
It was our first time medaling for USA.
Since the 80s.
Yeah, a long time. 22 years, I think.
I mean, of course, we wish it was John Daly, but we'll talk more about that a little later.
Yep.
Baseball starts this week. How pumped are you?
I think right now for the Mets, it's the All-Star break already.
Shut the up.
Our debate tonight is going to be: did Canada actually deserve the gold?
Sure. There's rumors that Brian Callahan.
Brian?
Brian.
Brian Callahan.
Brian Callahan. I know a few Brian Callahans actually.
I actually do know a Ryan Callahan.
I know two Brian Callahans.
Well, I know a Ryan. His real name, Ryan.
Ryan Callahan. He may have used to play for the Rangers. We'll talk about his Ranger career.
Yeah. Tavares and how his injury will actually affect the Islanders this season.
It won't, and you spelt it wrong.
I know. I am absolutely... Oh, that.
You spelled Tavares correct.
Oh, did I?
Yes.
I meant to put an ER to piss you off.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Actually, no, you're right. You spelled it wrong. And we'll talk... We may have some breaking news here on the Weekly Rant about the Islanders' future.
Now I'm just confused about Tavares.
Yeah.
No, that's right.
That's wrong.
Good.
No, it's right.
Anyways, goodbye, Derek Jeter. That's why I'm sporting this lovely Yankee jersey tonight.
And why don't you introduce the next one, too?
Baseball's new rule. Speaking of which.
And last but not least, Jimmy's had 2 weeks to think about it, so hopefully this time he's not preparing one during the show. It's Jimmy's rant.
Actually, didn't I? Just gotta write it down.
Oh, God. So let's talk about the Olympics. It's already over. Thank God. I'll go back to watching regular television and not have to worry about my Facebook being updated by people who really don't care about anything until Olympic time. That really bothers me. Wasn't it great when the U.S. was winning in the hockey and everyone was so happy about it, and then when they lost, crickets.
Oh yeah,
Crickets.
Oh yeah, they were killing it. They were absolutely demolishing their opponents, and even when they played Russia, they were killing them. And then Russia decided to step it up a little bit in the third period.
Like they should. I mean, the Russians were probably one of the best teams going in, and they did have the most talent, and they really had a very disappointing finish. Finishing, top sixth or whatever it was? Who cares?
Yeah, doesn't matter.
I mean, Putin killed them all, and actually, you see the quote from the coach?
No.
So the coach gets interviewed about the World Cup hockey in a few weeks. He's like, "Eat me alive. If you eat me alive, I will not be at the next one. But you're going to be coaching."
Putin might find a way to make that happen.
Yeah.
He might find a way to make that happen.
Do you know Mike Posner has affiliations with the Russian hockey team? Mike Posner, the guy who sings "Cooler Than Me."
No, but did you hear about the Lebanese skier who was posing topless in pictures?
Yes, I did.
Did you Google those pictures?
No.
You should Google those pictures.
Okay. Hi, Lacey.
Anyways, Russia strike the world by finishing first. Russia was top. I think they were.
Russia had the most athletes.
They had it doesn't matter. So what?
Well, they also had the fool's gold in the figure
Well, yeah,
skating.
they actually only started to come back and make a stride for most medals in, I don't know, the second to last day, third to last day. Otherwise, they were fourth and fifth. The Netherlands were leading for a while, and then Norway took over, and Norway started to lead almost the entire time, and U.S. was second to them. Even Canada. Canada finished third. They were barely in the top 10 after the second day, third day. They had nothing going right for themselves.
I mean, the United States had a lot of medals thanks to the bronzes. I mean, this was a very disappointing Olympics for the United States of America. They didn't place at all in the speed skating, which is the first time in many years that's happened. Everyone, including Shawnee Jones, was blaming the suits left and right, and it was really disappointing considering how strong they were a few years before.
Well, they had 9 less medals this year. Mm-hmm. They just absolutely dominated the competition.
I've always been a bigger fan of the Summer Olympics, though. So I mean,
is everybody.
Yeah, it's more fun.
Yeah.
I mean, hockey is. I don't like the hockey in the Olympics because it's different type of hockey. Come on, it's not as much fun without the physicality and everything else the NHL brings.
It's tough. That would be a whole different discussion.
Yeah.
Because I would break that down for hours, and no one wants to hear that.
No one wants to hear you break anything down for an hour.
No,
so.
not at all. Which is why we're split here. So, yeah. That being said, it was close. I think overall it was a great Olympics, though. I really do. The snowboarding competitions were great. I love the new slope style.
Yeah, that's cool.
I thought it was great, even for skiing. Now, the men's swept it.
Yeah.
Completely. And it was sick.
By the men's swept it, you mean the men's U.S. swept it, right? Yeah.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Because the men's, they had their own competition.
Yeah. I mean, it was incredible. It was awesome. Just seeing them ski backwards and do all those wacky flips kind of like I did when I was skiing.
No, you weren't doing that.
No, it wasn't intentional. I ended up skiing backwards at one point. So, well, me?
Not yes.
But yes. Yeah, no problem. We'll move along to the skeleton, though. Now, the skeleton, Alexander... There was a guy from Russia who...
Television.
This guy from Russia got gold. Now, the guy who got silver from Latvia...
The Kurz.
Yep. And then bronze, Matthew Antoine. Now, Matthew Antoine was going back and forth with John Daly actually the entire time for third and fourth. Mm-hmm. And especially on their second day, which was on February 16th.
Yes.
16th, yep. Now, they were going back and forth between third and fourth, and it was close. It was very close.
How close was it, Jimmy?
A couple of hundredths of a second.
Oh, my God, that's so close.
It is close. In skeleton, of course it is. Until John Daly took his final run. Matt Antoine was sitting in fourth, and John Daly was sitting in third. All John Daly needed to do was continue his pace.
I thought it was flipped at that point. I thought Antoine was in third by like 1/10 or 1/100th of a second at that point.
I'm not sure because
I think because Daly went before Antoine.
Right, and Antoine had to beat.
So maybe it means Antoine was in third at that point because they go reverse order.
Okay.
So Daly was in fourth by like 1/100th of a second. It was
Right.
it was basically the same time.
Okay. So, anyways, unfortunately as he had stated a handful of times in his career, his sled had fallen out of the grooves. And it was just heartbreaking to watch. Now, everybody in the state of New York or Long Island or in the tri-state area knew about John Daly going into the Olympics and what he had accomplished over the past couple of years. And they were all excited to finally watch him and see him compete as he was going in as one of the favorites to actually win. Well, like I said, he finished 15th. Sled popped out of the groove, and it brought a tear to many eyes actually watching this. I felt bad for him.
Did you cry?
No, I didn't. I said many, not all. Watching the interview afterwards, though, was just, you felt his pain. You felt his pain right there.
Well, you think about it. This is different. It's not like the Summer Olympics where Michael Phelps runs in 8 races. This was his one and only shot to win a medal, and you're preparing 4 years for this one shot and this one opportunity. And when you don't get that, and you don't get that gold, silver, or even bronze, I mean, it's incredible to be a bronze medalist in the Olympics and everything else. I know Sweden's hockey team doesn't care about winning the silver. We'll talk about that a little later. But it's a big deal. So when you don't get anything and you have no recognition and you're basically towards the bottom of the barrel of this because of this one run, it is emotional. And, I mean, I feel for John, too. And I hope he comes back in 4 years. He says he's not sure yet. But, the competitive guy and him.
Oh, that's
he'll be what, 32 in the next Olympics? I mean, he's still ready for this game or this race.
Well, there's a 41-year-old who was in the race. It's just tough because you watch a video that he had done beforehand, an interview where he stated, if I mess up one curve, I can't go back. I'm going 90 miles an hour. I have the rest of the track down my way. And he said it best in this one, unfortunately, where once he came out of the grooves, he had one goal in mind: getting down the track safely.
It's like the Jamaican bobsled team in Cool Runnings.
Yeah. They made it down safely. Hey, they were in it again.
Yes, they were.
They were in it again. It was awesome. Kind of awkward, actually, watching them.
It was awkward.
It really was.
It just did not look right.
Now, but moving on though with the women's, Noelle Pikus-Pace, what a comeback! A real comeback in her career here. And she went up and she got silver. She had a chance for gold, but...
No, she didn't. She wasn't even close.
She had a chance for gold initially.
She messed up her first run. During her interview, she was talking about curves 5 and 11, and she said if she messed up, and she messed up in curve 5. Lizzie Arnold was so far ahead. I think she won by like a minute and a half. That was just...
Second and a half.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, whatever. She's ridiculous. That was insane watching her go down. And even Elena Nicotina, or whatever her name is.
Interesting.
Interested in Nicotina.
Well, Katie Uhlander, in the meantime, she was only 0.04 of a second behind Nicotine.
Nicotina. There you go.
So she could have actually came in and gotten the silver and the bronze with Pikus-Pace getting the silver.
What shocked me, first off, did you realize that Katie Uhlander's father was a baseball player and played for the Reds in the 72 NLCS?
Yeah, they did a segment on that, yeah.
What the heck was with NBC doing these American Idol type stories behind all the Americans? Noelle Pikus-Pace's sad story, Katie Uhlander's sad story. I felt like I was watching a reality TV show waiting for these runs to go down.
It's to be in the Olympics is happy enough as is for an athlete.
Then why do I
But to show a background of where they came from, what they kind of just went with. Got to deal with it. Let's show a little highlight clip of their life and what led to this stage in their life. They
didn't show the deterioration of Bob Costas' eyes throughout the Sochi Olympics.
I'm actually looking forward to the Winter Olympics in 2018 when the Lebanese skier goes up and they do a little background on how she had gotten there, and they do this year's topless photos.
They won't do that.
Imagine that.
Moving on. Hockey. Oy vey.
Why do you go oy vey? You like hockey.
I love hockey.
Okay.
But it's Olympic hockey.
So
no
what?
Kyle Okposo.
It's better than NHL hockey, if you ask me.
No, it's not.
Oh, yes.
We just had this discussion 10 minutes ago, and you said it would take you an hour to digest that.
Yeah. Just commenting on it for now.
All right.
It's more action-packed. It's faster. I love it. Open ice.
It's bigger.
Yeah. It's awesome. Women's USA hockey. They deserve to lose this game.
I didn't watch.
Oh, my God. They deserve to lose this game. They outplayed Canada for, 54 minutes of the game. When I say outplayed, I mean, at one point I said, screw this, I'm going in the shower. I'm not going to watch the game right now. I'll come out. I don't care what the score is going to be afterwards. I know we're going to be up. We were when I got out, 2-0. And then with about 4 minutes left to go in the game, I started putting my shoes on, getting ready to walk out the doors, standing up with the remote in my hand, waiting. Canada ties it up. Oh, okay. Makes it a little interesting. Canada pulls their goalie. And the women stop it down. And the puck hits the post for an open net goal. Didn't go in. Here comes Canada. They tie it up. Well, after the way USA's been playing, I figured, they'll just clean it up in overtime, you know? They know what they got to do. They already been here. They'll take care of it. No, not the case. Canada scores 3 minutes into overtime, 5 minutes into overtime, whatever it was, and won. Disappointing. It really was disappointing. And when you can't close out, when you perform like the Mets in the Olympics, you deserve to
Islanders,
lose.
Actually.
The Islanders.
That's definitely that's the Islanders. Absolutely.
Yeah.
100% the Islanders.
You know, it's an absolute disgrace. And to do it 2 Olympics in a row, losing to Canada in the gold medal game, it's... I'm sorry. I feel terrible for them. I wish they would have won, but they couldn't close it out. They played sloppy. They couldn't get their act together for 3 minutes left in the game. After playing the way they played for 54 minutes, 55 minutes, you deserve to lose that game.
And then the United States men's team, we dwelled on this a little earlier, dominated their preliminary round, had that epic win versus Russia in OT. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That epic win versus Russia in OT where TJ Oshie has become now a household name, in which people probably had no idea he played for the St. Louis Blues before that. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, he was the best player for the Blues before that.
Or Shattenkirk. He's good.
Yeah. Shattenkirk.
Good name, right?
He said shat.
Did they say that after they said the name William Shatner?
He said, well, he's goofy enough for himself.
Yeah.
But their offense just went away.
What offense?
And when it came to the semifinals,
they didn't have any offense.
Sure, their offense was gone.
Nothing.
They scored goals before, and then they stopped scoring goals, period.
Yeah. And then they decided to give up and then go play against Finland in the bronze medal game.
I think they went partying with the Austrians.
Probably.
Yeah.
And the Lebanese skier.
You're fascinated with her.
I love her.
Have you followed her on Twitter yet? Which our Twitter actually has renamed. It is now at Weekly Rant Show. These pens are excellent. Besides the fact that I can click them all show long, I have all of the links right here. Yeah. If you want to call in and save me from reading the pen,
if you want a pen,
609-975-9689. And if you want a pen, send us an email at jimmysrants@gmail.com.
Just read the pen. Here it is. So yeah, USA hockey. Atrocious. Just abysmal. I mean, it was garbage. They played against Finland. They lost the bronze medal game 5-0. At the end of the game, they even admitted to not giving it their all.
Yeah, you know what they needed? Kyle Okposo.
So, Jonathan Quick played net for most of the Olympics but one game.
Who Ryan Miller played, in which you
forgot.
You forgot that he actually played that one game on Facebook.com/The Weekly Rant Show.
I was on vacation. That was the one game I said to myself, Slovenia. Wow, yeah, because I'm going to have to watch this game. They're going to kill him. And they did.
Slovenia beat Slovakia?
Oh, USA killed Slovakia. Who cares?
Nancy here.
You're an idiot.
You know the best part about the Olympics being over?
No.
4 more years until we talk about it again. Thank God.
2.
Winter. I like the Summer Olympics. We've been through this. Sorry. Let's rewind. You know the best part about the Winter Olympics being over?
No.
4 more years until we talk about it again.
Weren't we just...
Baseball starts this week. Florida State played New York Yankees today, in which the New York Yankees won 8-3, in which Heisman Trophy winner Jameis Winston said, "That was more exciting than winning the championship." Really? Yeah,
did he really say that?
Yes, he really said that.
What a douche.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Jameis, your future is in football. You won the Heisman Trophy. You won the national championship. And here you are saying that playing the New York Yankees was the biggest thrill of your life? Wow.
Now, did he tweet anything in his ever so wonderful
language?
Language? Yes.
No.
Yes.
Bob Nightingale had to do it. Bob Nightingale of USA Today.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, just figured.
All right. Well, speaking of Twitter, actually, did you see the tweets that were fired back and forth? Well, not back and forth so much, but between Bob Lee and LeBron James?
No.
LeBron James had tweeted something out about ESPN and not watching their show, about not taking their opinions at all, not being concerned about it. And Bob Lee came out saying, oh, so you don't want people to watch the network that you had to an hour segment on your decision? That's nice.
Good for Bob.
Oh, I mean, it was.
I like him.
Just to
He's
read that back,
excellent.
like, wow. So you don't want people to watch that network that covered your decision.
Speaking of Braun,
Braun.
Hey, what a weenie. Can't play basketball with your busted nose?
That's like when Dwayne Wade popped his shoulder out of the socket and got taken off in a wheelchair. Basketball players are losers. I'm sorry. They are such pansies.
And, you know, again, in part B about Braun, here there may be a Space Jam 2?
Really?
Yeah.
Not with LeBron.
With LeBron.
Come on.
Yep.
Let me guess, and in that, him and Michael Jordan are going to go one-on-one.
No, LeBron's going to play the Monstars. They're back.
LeBron's going to break his nose again.
It's virtual. They don't have to worry about that. But I wonder who's going to play, like, the short guy.
Muggsy Bogues again.
He's, like, 50.
So, he'll do it. Kyrie Irving.
Oh, good point. He got offered a max. He's going to be offered a max contract in Cleveland.
As he should.
He's
not
probably going to turn it down.
Yeah, he's not going to take it.
Meta World Peace got cut by the Knicks.
And Raymond Felton got arrested.
Yes, he did.
Let's see. He was charged with the
Plaxico Burress crime.
Right. Yep. Gilbert Arenas, a few years ago, also had a gun charge against him.
Jarvis Crittenden of the Wizards had a gun charge against him. He's actually currently in jail for murder.
Yeah. You don't see this happening in hockey, do you?
That's because they're all European.
Right. Yes, they are. They are Austrian, like Thomas Vanek, who will not be coming back to the Islanders.
Well, he will. He'll play a game.
Sorry. Who will not be re-signing with the Islanders.
Who will not be on the team past your birthday, which is coming up on March 5th.
Yeah.
Next week's show.
Really?
Yeah. Next week's show is the 4th.
Oh, all right. Good. I don't want to do a show on my birthday.
Okay.
Why would I?
Well, we're not going to have a show next week in honor of Jimmy's birthday. Yes. No, I'm kidding. We're going to have a...
Hang on a second. Actually, this week I'm celebrating my birthday.
You are?
Going to... yeah, this is horrible for the weight loss competition. I mean, just...
My birthday was in the middle. I went to Vegas also.
Yeah, well, mine's coming to the end, and let's see.
I wasn't invited to your birthday celebration?
Went upstate for a week. There's a reason.
I'm disappointed.
There's a reason.
I'm very upset.
It's a specific crew. That was created circa 5 years ago.
Okay. My feelings are really hurt.
Well, we can all go out Friday night.
I'm busy.
Me too. I don't know doing what. But we're going out east to a couple of different breweries and then going to dinner at this place called Dex in Rocky Point. Cool place. One of Long Island's oldest taverns.
Oh, no, I know where that is.
Yeah, it's cool. So, going to go there. Limo service the entire time.
Nice.
Yeah. Don't know by who yet.
I'm going to cry my eyes out.
Happening.
You do that, but that's okay.
You're not going to be here Saturday anyway. Wait a second. You're going skiing.
Yeah, of course I am.
What a tool. Hey, you want to come Saturday?
Yeah, okay. I already bought my lift ticket.
And which included?
Beer.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep. Before we move on, we're talking about basketball for a few seconds. So this is a big topic in professional sports. A few weeks ago, we had Michael Sam coming out, who's going to be, when drafted, the first gay football player. However, Jason Collins was signed by the New Jersey Nets on Sunday. And Jason Collins?
Who?
Brooklyn Nets, sorry. Old habits die hard.
Well, he started with the Brooklyn Nets.
He didn't start with the Brooklyn Nets.
I thought he started with the Brooklyn Nets. I thought he came up with the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, he did back in 2000. Sorry, very, very good.
Thanks.
And he was signed by the Brooklyn Nets on Sunday to a 10-day contract, and he played in his first game. And he is now the first gay male to play professional sports. Now, I'm very happy for my Jason Collins. I think it's a big accomplishment for homosexual in sports. I hope in 5 years this is not a story anymore. I hope this is just the norm. I hope that everyone, doesn't matter who you are, whether or not you're white, black, gay, straight, whatever. I hope that's just the norm for sports, that everyone can be allowed, and it's not a story as to, oh my God, this person is playing and he's what?
Yeah, the last episode I think it was, when we were talking about Michael Sam, I had actually brought up a point saying, why can't reporters actually just talk to him and say, I want to comment on your game and how you played? And in relation to Jason Collins, that's what Michael Sam said in a recent interview.
I want to be known as Michael Sam, the football player.
Right, and saying, sure, I would love to come out here and have you guys ask me questions on why did you play this route instead of that route? How come you're not playing on practice line 1 instead of 2? Whatever the case may be, discussing football. Well, Jason Collins, actually, he signed that 10-day contract, and there's a deal with the NBA where after that 10 days is up, they can sign him for another 10 days.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the normal deal.
Right, and then after that, if they don't,
they have to determine whether or not to sign him for out.
Exactly.
But they need the help. So
they do need the help. They need that big guy.
They need the big guy.
Right, exactly. I think they're going to sign him again.
They'll probably get him out right for the rest of the year.
Yeah. I think they really are going to do that, because if they want to make a stride for that 3rd seed in the East, which is very doable for them, they'll keep him. I mean, if it wasn't for him in the last game dishing that ball to Paul Pierce to make that game-winning shot, they may not have even won the game.
Sure.
Unlike the Knicks, who were down 8 points in the 4th quarter,
came back
to tie it at 108, and J.R. Smith, who takes 5,000 shots a game, took another shot and missed, of course, And down goes Dirk Nowitzki, and bing, bang, boom. See you later.
Wait, did we watch the same game? Because the way I saw it was Carmelo lost the ball. JR then never took a shot, lost the ball as well.
Well, I'm sorry, you're right, because he lost the ball at the shot clock.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Yes.
And Nowitzki came down and hit the game-winning shot. Why do people go watch the Knicks?
Basketball?
Well, that's the number one question. That's the toughest one to answer. But why do they even go watch the Knicks? Really? People question that about the Rangers, because they had their years of when they're sloppy and not sloppy, but they go to the Garden because it's the Garden. But, I mean, come on. At least you're watching a good game in hockey. Basketball, as far as I'm concerned, is one of the most boring sports there is to watch. So predictable, and you're paying to watch You're paying
a lot of money.
Yeah, to watch the Knicks. I'm sorry. If I'm going to pay $150 a month for a cable bill and watch the Knicks, I'm overpaying for cable. Why the heck am I want to pay that for one game?
I get cable to watch The Voice.
Can we go into a debate now?
Sure.
Of why you watch the debate?
No? Okay. It's time for our debate. I hope you like the music. I just decided to pick that in there.
Yeah,
You know the song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? You okay?
No.
Voice is a good show.
Stop! Enough!
They got good singers,
That's, isn't that, what's that country guy?
Blake Shelton.
Oh, is that Blake Shelton?
Not Keith. That's Keith Urban's on American Idol.
Oh, I hate all those shows.
I watched the Sing-Off, too. That's a good one.
Stop.
I went to the Sing-Off concert over the weekend.
Congratulations.
Your sister and Mario were there.
I had no idea until you told me that. Great. I'm glad I'm in my family's lives right now. I didn't know what was going on.
Well, because
I didn't know he's even in Buffalo right now. I had no idea.
Oh, your brother, he's in Buffalo?
Yeah. Didn't know that. Kind of curious. Found out.
It's probably hoping that Vanek gets traded back to the Sabres.
He will.
He won't.
He will.
Won't.
And Molson's coming back.
Anyway, today's debate is, more Olympic talk. Great.
Yeah.
The Canadian hockey team. Oh, we got a caller. Thank God. You are on the air with Jimmy and Steve.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hey, this is John from Florida.
Hey,
John. What's going on?
Hey, I'm listening. I'm watching you guys from my house. I just wanted to make a comment about the hockey. I agree that I think that the open ice and everything. I really like that game to watch it a lot, and I'm not surprised that Canada won for the men or the women because they're both good run organizations. But I think it was a huge disappointment for the USA how they ended. They looked interested and like they didn't even want to be there,
No, they didn't.
And John, I just want to flash back to 2 weeks ago. Didn't you say that Slovakia was going to beat the United States team by 3 goals?
I think that was someone else.
It's
a different John from Florida.
Oh, because there's so many down there. That's right.
There's so many Johns from Florida that listen to our show.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding with you, John. I said the Mets were going to win the World Series. No, I didn't. But
No, you said the Oakland A's
I
won
said
the World
Series.
Anyway, good show, guys. Talk with you guys later.
Thanks, John.
That's John from Florida.
one of our good friends on the show.
That's funny.
I had to. It's,
Yeah.
I mean, I do think the Oakland A's will win the World Series, and I'm still sticking by that. And I put money down to prove it. And we still have not figured out the bet that I from December 16th when I said that.
We have time.
Okay.
Opening day will be our deadline.
Fine. I'll should be at opening day for the Mets this year.
You mean the last game of the season?
And the first pitch.
And the last
The
pitch.
season's over. Thank you, Josh Lewin of the Mets, for making that call on Family Guy. Yes, that was the Mets announcer.
Oh, yeah. Gotta love it.
Absolutely. So, debate. Canada beat Sweden. I don't remember the score. 3-0?
Mm-hmm.
3-0 to win the gold medal for the men's hockey tournament at the Olympics of 2014. Jimmy, despite winning, did the Canadian hockey team deserve the gold?
I started the last one.
Fine, you want me to start?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, they deserve the gold. You want to know why? They won. There we go.
Because they won.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
They deserve to win because they won. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess that makes sense since I told you before that the women's team deserved to lose because they lost.
Yes, that's exactly what you said.
That's terrible. That's terrible. No, they did not deserve to win at all. They played like garbage. They may have outshot Latvia, but I'm sorry. They beat them 1-0. You know who Latvia has?
Didn't they beat them 2-1?
Sorry, 2-1. Wow. So, anyways, it was tied 1-1 for the longest time. They have Artis Urbe on the bench, and they have Sandis Ozlinch, an ex-hockey player. Other than that, they have nobody. They have nobody. They could not beat Latvia. They could not beat the U.S. And I say they can't beat them because you know what? If they came in as favored as they were and as skilled and talented as they were, and if USA was that sloppy, how come they only beat them 1-0? Did they give up at all or something? I mean, what the hell? They could not do a thing against them at all. They may have shut out Austria, Thomas Vanek's team. Wow, that's great. Congratulations. They beat Norway. That's also great. Congratulations.
Matt Zuccarello, yeah.
Fantastic. And Finland. Awesome. Haven't they played some real competition?
Really?
Seriously.
Doesn't Finland have Tuukka Rask?
So what? That's it.
Hey, what? They have like a full team.
They're garbage. They were terrible, Finland.
Finland came in third.
Oh, wow, because they played U.S. who gave up, and they said, I don't want to play anymore. That's it. No.
All right. I was going to sit back.
And relax.
Loosen my tie. But now, it's game time.
Is that how they do the wrestling match, Bell? Don't punch me when I'm drinking.
I'm just going to make you laugh. I like the voice.
That was close. No, I really don't think they deserve to
I
win.
hadn't even started my thing yet.
I thought you were done before. You just said you like the voice. Go.
Okay. The problem with the Canadian hockey team is they play down to their competition. But, like any good team, they know how, when it matters, to get it to score when it matters and to beat the teams they need to beat. You know what? Look at their record. They went undefeated the entire way through. They did not lose. And in Sweden, who has almost a full team from the NHL, they beat 3-0. You know what? They don't have to score 10 goals a game. This is not the Mighty Ducks in the Junior Olympics. They don't need to be beating Trinidad and Tobago by 10. You know what? All they need to do is score more goals in the team, and they did that 6 times. Congratulations, Canada. Just like I predicted, and you were wearing a Mark Sanchez jersey on draft episode.
You said Trinidad and Tobago. If they played Trinidad and Tobago, they probably would have scored 1 goal also, because they only scored 1 goal against Latvia.
2 goals. I'm looking at the sheet that you made.
It is so difficult for me to hold my word and not swear anymore in the show.
Isn't it great that we made that rule?
No, it's not. Killing myself here right now. No, it's not. They should not have won. I don't care. They should not have won.
Who should have won?
USA. Sweden, baby, because I predicted Sweden being in the gold medal game. They should have won. They were the better team of the 2 going in.
Speaking of Sweden, did you see what Erik Karlsson said today?
No, I didn't, but Lundqvist has 2 medals now.
Silver. Well, it was silver and a gold.
Yeah.
Well, Erik Karlsson, and, actually, the...
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. We just went a little brain dead for a few seconds. Shut up.
Okay.
The Canadians beat Henrik. The Canadians beat Henrik Lundqvist in the game the championship game.
You need a timeout.
Yeah, I need a timeout.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Anyway, what I was saying about Sweden. Erik Karlsson was interviewed the other day about his silver medal. He said, "How much is it worth to you?" He says, "I don't know. Ask me again after I'm done with eBay."
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, if you want a silver medal from the Sochi Olympics, take a look at eBay. You may find Erik Karlsson's.
I'm on it.
It's not up there yet.
I'm not on it. Okay. Well, I don't know. You want talk about the voice if you want. I don't.
It was a really good.
Don't talk about the voice. We just lost 60 viewers.
We never had 60 viewers.
All right, so let's get into some real hockey, some NHL hockey. As those fans out there know from the Rangers, Ryan Callahan is out there. The Rangers are trying to keep Girardi. One way they're going to keep Girardi is putting Callahan out there only because Callahan wants too much money.
Which is what I said 2 weeks ago.
He's
not that good.
He may not be that good.
He
but
sucks.
He's the captain of the team.
They'll find a new one.
He is arguably the best team captain in the NHL.
Debatable.
I just said arguably. Speaking a different language here. So he asked for the 7 year. $7 million over 6 years.
$642.
Right. I'd give it to him personally. I'd give it to him.
You wear rose-colored glasses.
So I'd give it to him. I don't know what the hell that means.
You don't see things straight like normal people do. Ryan Callahan is not worth that in any way, shape, or form.
Of course he's not, but I'd give it to him. He's the heart and soul of the team.
Well,
the Rangers can afford it. They have no problem doing it. What are they going to do? They're going to give
up. There's a hard cap. It's not nothing you can afford.
But what's going to happen here now is they're going to give up Callahan, which is eventually going to become just a rental.
St. Louis got 2 years.
Well, that's the rumor. No, I'm not saying. No, I'm saying he'll become a rental to wherever he goes. And if that becomes Tampa Bay, so be it. Now, if Tampa Bay re-signs him, and that's the rumor, by the way, that St. Louis is coming into the Rangers and he'll be in uniform on Thursday night. And the rumor about the trade itself is that he goes there, St. Louis comes here. If Callahan re-signs with the Lightning then send the Rangers a first-round pick.
A first?
A first-round pick.
St. Louis is so much better than Callahan.
He's also 37. Callahan's 28.
Yeah.
Either pay him or
mind-boggling.
First round.
Mind-boggling.
So that's the deal. The Rangers are back in action Thursday night at 7 o'clock at the Garden against Chicago Blackhawks. One of my favorite games. I care. It's an original 6 game.
Are you going?
The Islanders have, an original 20 game?
We're playing the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah. They'll lose. 7 p.m. Coliseum, Mausoleum. John Tavares. Torn MCL.
And meniscus. You said the onset. How does it affect the Islanders season? It doesn't. The season was already over. They suck. I got season tickets for no reason, and
For no reason.
For no reason. By snow, I mean Garth Snow. The Islanders general manager.
Who needs to go?
Who needs to go?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
it's. I'm sorry.
When he comes back, is he going to be the same?
Yeah, he'll be fine. He doesn't need surgery. He needs to rest it out. It was a bad injury. I mean, it just goes to show that it's really tough when you send superstars out to the Olympics to play. I understand that playing for your country is a big deal. But, I mean, you owe it to your team. And while you may come back at me and say you owe it to your country, this is your job. Your job is to play for the NHL, for the New York Islanders, and it's not to play for Team Canada. It's pride, and I understand that. I'm not trying to say that John Tavares should never have played for Team Canada, but you owe it to your job first. And if you get hurt doing something for fun, for example, Robert Edwards back in 2000 playing a flag football tournament when he's playing for the Patriots and he tore his ACL, he was out for the year. They could avoid his contract. I'm not saying this along the same line, but Robert Edwards was doing something for fun. And then he gets hurt doing this. John Tavares did this for fun and gets hurt, and he hurts the Islanders season in doing so.
You know, playing for your country is the same as, wording-wise, it's the same as saying you're serving for your country. In this sense, it's sports-related. And that's my argument right there. I have been starting to come around thinking that the NHL has no place in the Olympics, that it should be the collegiate athletes.
I agree.
And that may affect a player's future down the line. But at the same time, you want to serve your country, you go into the military. I don't think NHL, NBA, NFL, whatever the case may be, no professional sports should be involved in the Olympics.
Before baseball went out the window, they had minor league players only.
Yeah. No, the World Baseball Classic, and
well,
I don't like that either.
I disagree. I don't like it either. I don't like that. I don't like the NBA and I don't like
the
basketball. The Olympics used to be an amateur event,
as it should be,
and it is. It really should be.
Yeah, as it should be. I don't know, because you look at that, and if I was an Island fan and that happened, I'd be livid. I'd be absolutely livid. And in kind of a related story, they were questioning Gary Bettman on if he thinks they should make a WNHL for women's HLC in the Olympics. And his response immediately was absolutely not. Absolutely not. They're having a tough time right now as is getting the ratings that they want in the NHL. Guess what? It's your own freaking fault, you idiot. You're making them go into their freaking lockouts twice under your reign. He's an ass. So, he's right. They should make a WNHL. I don't think it should. It has no place. As I think the WNBA is also a mistake. But neither here nor there. I think the D-League is also a mistake. Anyways.
All it is money.
Yeah, that really is all it is. So there is a rumor going around.
Really?
There's a rumor going around. We don't know the truth behind it yet. But we don't want to say who our sources are here. That the Islanders are actually staying on Long Island. Not going to Brooklyn. Meanwhile, I thought they had signed a 25-year deal.
I thought they came to an agreement. I'm not sure if it was signed, but I've heard about how horrible the Barclays Center is shaped for hockey. It's an awkward arena. There's really no seats actually facing the arena in the lower bowl, and you're gonna have people paying a lot of money. And while I love the Barclays Center, I think it's a great stadium for basketball, and I wish they can be able to maneuver it to have it right just for hockey, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to be that way. And if this rumor is true, I mean, granted, you heard it here first. 12 of you. But
I didn't do my hair this episode.
You don't have hair.
You
didn't even comment on my haircut.
My pubic hair on top of my head.
Wow. Oh, so how was Villaroma?
It was good.
Really?
I don't remember much. But it was good. It was good. I ate a lot. Healthy-wise?
No.
Nope, not at all. Prime rib, awesome.
Ooh, I like prime rib.
Prime rib was awesome.
Prime rib?
Prime rib.
Huh?
Went off-roading. That was sick. That was fun. Went skiing. Got tangled up on Saturday because it rained on Friday, and I was smart enough to want to ski still anyways, and got caught up in the slush and snow and got twisted around, went down backwards, Had a tough time stopping, and there goes my ankle. So that was fun.
Must have been fun to see. I wish I was there.
We played bingo a ton, and you know what? I got to give a shout out to Doc Holiday from Villa Roma. Great guy. I hope he's watching. I know he gave us a big shout out. He wants to have us up in Villa Roma do a show.
Let's do it.
Which I would love to do there.
When do you want to go?
Great facility over the summertime.
Okay.
Over the summertime, it's beautiful there. They have a great golf course.
Are we gonna be homeless?
No.
Okay.
No, we can use our the timeshare that I got there.
Oh, nice.
Change around some days and make it happen.
Make it work.
But they have a great facility there. And he was nice enough to reach out and actually give us a couple of promo shots throughout the week.
I hope he didn't take any pictures of you. We want to have people actually watch the show. Remember what we've talked about.
Yeah. So he's actually on vacation now for the next 2 weeks, but when he goes back, we're going to be in touch and make something happen, hopefully. So
maybe the first weekly rant with Jimmy and Steve road tour.
Yeah, we're getting separate rooms.
Thank God.
On different sides of the campus.
Thank you.
See ya. We'll say, hey, how was your trip? Oh, how was yours? I didn't see you.
We did a show together.
I know. So, let's talk about your beloved New York Yankees.
Well, I'm the one that broke it on our Facebook page, facebook.com/theweeklyrant.
I had no internet service.
You were not away.
I was away?
It was a Thursday. No, you were away. No, you were not away because I
You're right.
I also posted the story about
I probably had no internet service.
I posted the story about the 17-year-old who could have been 41 years old.
Oh, that's right. Yes. That was bad.
And I texted you. I said, yeah, Jeets. And you said, what do you mean, yeah, Jeets?
What happened? What
happened? I'm like, he's just...
I don't know. I think like he's getting hurt or something. I knew his season was over. I knew he's coming to an end this year. I just thought, like, yeah, Jeets. Like, I just didn't get it. 39-year-old shortstop for the New York Yankees. 5-time World Series champ. He was World Series MVP in 2000. He won 5 Gold Gloves. 2011 was the arguable one. Well, they thought that he shouldn't have.
He shouldn't have won any of them. He's a horrible defender.
Okay. Not going to get there yet. Rookie of the Year, 3,000 hit club. Captain from 2003 on. What do you think they're going to do? Do you think they're going to do anything like Mariano for the whole year, or do you think it's more of a Andy Pettitte line?
Bigger than Mariano.
Really?
Derek Jeter is like Chipper Jones.
Okay.
And Chipper, I mean, on a bigger level, because Derek Jeter was New York. Chipper Jones was a classy guy, and he had a very nice send-off in every stadium he went to.
Yeah.
Mariano Rivera, very classy guy, was New York. But he didn't play every day. Derek Jeter, he's been the face of the franchise since '96. Mariano was second fiddle to Jeter, always has been, always will be. And you know what? This is going to be one of the biggest celebratory seasons you're going to see. But the thing is, Jeter doesn't want it. He doesn't care.
He's very humble.
No, he's not. He is very. There's a word I'm looking for. He's very strategic in every move he makes. The way he did it. He announced his retirement on Facebook. Do you think he's ever posted anything on Facebook for real? No.
He doesn't want the attention.
He absolutely wants the attention. For this. But he still doesn't want it. He doesn't want to be a distraction. And the reason it won't be, because consider Mariano, he has all this hullabaloo about him. He doesn't pitch until the 9th inning. He gets to sit all day and do nothing. Derek Jeter is going...
Is that what you do?
Basically. If my boss is watching, I do plenty of work. Don't let Jimmy say otherwise.
Yeah. You know, do you think that the Red Sox will be as foolish as the Mets and make so much of a tribute like they did to Chipper Jones? I thought it was very foolish.
Oh, absolutely, Derek Jeter. They will. The Red Sox did something for Mariano.
They gave him a gift. Every team did.
They do it on the field.
That was kind of a, if we don't, that'll deface our franchise
Derek
right
Jeter
now.
is playing in Boston the last weekend of the season.
I hope they do something.
They will absolutely.
I think they will too.
Derek Jeter exudes class. In the same way that Chipper Jones did, you got to reward that. You got to do something for him. And the Mets didn't do anything on the field for Chipper. They
had a video.
They had a video from him on the first night he played. They did for Jose Reyes when he came back too. You know what? It's very nice. You know what? It's a game. It's a child's game. It's not, You're allowed to be civil about it. You know what?
Overpaid child's game.
It's an overpaid child. Absolutely. You know what though? Just because I don't like Chipper when he's a Brave and he's hitting against the Mets, doesn't mean I can't not like him as a person and want. And
that's me and David Ortiz.
Yeah.
I hate the Red Sox. I love David Ortiz.
You have to. But you hate David Ortiz when he hits that 3-run homer against the Yankees.
Yep, absolutely.
You don't hate David Ortiz when he plays. It's the same thing about the Mets and Chipper Jones. They hated him when Chipper Jones beat the Mets because it happened all the time. Mm-hmm. But you don't actually hate Chipper Jones the person because you know what? He's not a bad guy. But you know they'll do something for Jeter. What do you think Jeter's gonna be remembered for most?
Playoffs. I think he's going to be remembered most for playoffs, clutch performances. If they ask for about one standout play, I think it'll be that play from 2003.
Safe.
Oh, you want to call that play?
0-1.
Okay. I was going to say when he went into the stands.
I think the Giambi play was more on a higher scale.
When he threw it to Posada.
Yeah,
Posada.
He was safe at home.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, no.
Horrible call.
Yes, absolutely.
And that actually changed the entire playoffs. I mean, granted, the Yankees lost.
Because the Yankees were down 2-0.
Yes, and
they came back and they won. Then they won the World Series. Mm-hmm. But he was definitely safe. But you have the Jeter play. You have his famous jump throw
because he had no range and he had no power in his arm in which he could actually.
Well, you know what? That generated so much force and so much power, and not a single player, for the most part of his career, could not duplicate that.
No. Well, Veradonias could, but Veradonias was a defensive genius.
So the play that Jeter dove into the stands is one of the most famous plays. I think that's one play he'll be most remembered for, other than his 3,000th hit being a home run.
I remember watching that. I was sitting in Barnes & Noble in Syracuse studying for the bar exam, and it was right around the time he came back from his whatever injury he had at that time. He came back. It was end of June, mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I heard that he's about to come up. I'm like, you know what? I got to find it. I went to Yankees.com. They were streaming it live, and I got to see the home run. It was really cool to watch Jeter's 3,000. You know, I was at Randy Johnson's 300th win.
Okay.
I was at because that's the last time you're really going to see it. It was after Tommy Glavine got his 300th win. I took off from work, and, you know, just be able to see a 3,000th hit. Are we going to see one?
Yeah, I was actually, you have that connection. I have a connection with Mariano Rivera in a sense that I was at his record-breaking save with Joey, actually. It's funny because the initial game, I was trying to get him tickets for his birthday, and we did, and the game was rained out. We get there, like, oh, crap. So then I went to another game in the middle of the season, and I took those tickets, exchanged them for a different date, and it turned out to be it was going to be Mariano's game. Got tickets for that. Saw him get his career save and everything. I was also at Citi Field. It was Citi Field at the time when Mariano Rivera got on base for the first time in his career, and also got the save, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, how's that possible?
Because he came
in the eighth, and then he
finished in the ninth, and then I think it was pretty cool because my father actually he has a connection with Ron Guidry, where my father was at the game. It was with Ron Guidry that they first started to clap. When it was 2 strikes.
Oh, okay.
It was that game. My father was at that game.
Really?
He started to stand up and clap when he was pitching that 2 strikes on every batter. So he was at that game, then I started to get my take home with Mariano. It's pretty cool.
I don't know. No?
Stop it.
Okay.
Do you do that when you watch The Voice?
I really don't watch The Voice. I just wanted to piss you off.
Oh, really?
What?
That's all we got?
No, we got more. We got baseball's new rule.
Oh, yeah.
We're not done yet.
We just didn't write it down because it's so freaking confusing.
All right, so let me break it down for you because that's what I'm here for.
Boots and pants and boots and pants. Sorry, I thought you were going to break it down. No, you don't know that commercial with the pig? Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants. The pig who does the...
I don't watch TV.
Maxwell the pig for... Why don't you watch TV?
Because I only watch The Voice. Geico commercial, by the way.
Oh, there you go. He's on vacation. Checks to see if he pays his bill. Break it down. Go ahead. Break down the rule.
All right, we'll see you next week on the Weekly Rant with Jimmy and Steve. It's been a pleasure. Thanks. Good night. Anyway, no. I'm just not. This is just not.
All right. So the rule for baseball.
Oh, okay. I got it. I got it.
Jesus
I'm sorry.
Christ.
Catchers cannot block home plate anymore unless the only possible way you can field the ball and tag the guy is if you're on the plate.
Or if your name is Jason Kendall and you break your ankle and your ankle comes out.
He broke his ankle running to first base.
Was it that?
Yeah. Jason Kendall broke his ankle running to first base in 2003. Buster Posey.
I know that happened, yeah.
Also, Ray Fosse back in 1973 All-Star Game when Pete Rose ran him over.
And who knows that?
I do.
Right. Naturally. Yeah.
In a few weeks, we'll start a segment known as Stump Steve.
I like that.
Yeah.
I can do it.
You can stump me.
Yep.
Of course, it only can be baseball. And it can't be something like, who was the pitcher that they first started doing the two-strike clap for?
Ron Guidry. Stumped you.
I know the answer now.
You didn't before. And it should have been. Should have known that.
Who was the first DH?
What?
Who was the first DH in baseball?
No.
You don't know?
No.
Ron Blumberg.
There you go.
Stump the Steve. We'll start in a few weeks.
I got to ask you a question.
I know.
All right.
All right.
I don't got any right now.
Come on.
I don't have any. I need to have something that I know the answer to.
So you're never going to get an answer? You're not going to be able to stump the Steve?
I have to look something up.
Like Stump the Schwab on ESPN back in the old...
It used to be a great show.
I love that show.
Even the one with Ben Stein. I like the Ben Stein show.
Oh, when Ben Stein's money?
Yeah, that was a good show too.
That was fun. Any plans this week besides going to the breweries and not inviting me to your birthday party?
I did invite you. You're going away.
No, you invited me after you knew I was going to be away.
I was going to invite you until I found out you're going away.
No, you weren't.
There it is. That's the one.
You were never invited.
That's my excuse.
No.
I was going to invite you.
We'll see what exciting adventures we have for Jimmy's birthday next week on the Weekly Rant with Jimmy and
I'll invite
Steve.
you out Friday night.
I'm busy on Friday night.
And I'm working Friday night. There you go.
So you were inviting me to nothing.
Yeah. But it's something.
Well, that's what you do with girls also. You invite them for nothing.
Something.
Yeah.
You know what, actually? I won $360 on Quick Draw.
Nice.
I will be playing Quick Draw every Thursday from here on out.
You will be losing a lot of money every Thursday from here on out.
You win 50% more on Thursdays between the hours of 5 and 8 p.m. I never knew that.
And you're going to lose a lot more money between the hours of 5 and 8 on Thursday.
No, I won a lot.
Fine, you want to go this Thursday and play Quick Draw?
Yeah.
Okay, where do you want to go?
Old Street.
Let's go to Nappers.
No.
I like the food.
I hate Nappers.
You just hate that one waitress, but she's not working there. The food's delicious at
I want
Nappers.
to knee her in the face.
You probably could because she is short.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's cute.
Yeah. She is cute. Do we have any exciting stuff for next week's show yet? Do you know?
No, not yet. I gotta make a couple of emails.
A couple of emails? Who the hell are you calling?
Yeah, you'll see. We might have some stuff going on next week. You'll see. I'll let you know after the show. Tell you a secret.
We're coming close to, well, I mean, shouldn't you tell people so they can get excited about next week's show?
Yeah, the Lebanese skier is coming on our show. Literally. She's literally coming here to do our show with us.
I don't want to know how you spelled the word coming.
Like Mr. Cummings, our old teacher.
There we go. Yeah, I had him for, he's the one who told me that 9/11 happened.
I didn't, but he cut me from the baseball team in 9th grade.
I'm not shocked. I just got from the baseball team in 7th grade.
I'm not shocked.
It's 8:15. We got a few minutes left. Let's go to our ranter. It's time for Jimmy's Rant.
Every bone in my body to crack.
I forgot your regular intro song. I'm sorry. I'm just losing it today.
Isn't this it?
No, yeah, the other song for 20 seconds, you know.
Well, you can tell everybody.
Joker and the Thief.
You can tell everybody. Go
No.
ahead and tell
Oh, okay.
That was horrible. I guess I haven't watched The Voice this week.
Okay, so, anyways, this week's rant is actually going to be on
Me?
kind of, since you're going skiing. In light of the fact that I was
though.
So in light of the fact that I was just away and I was skiing, snowboarders, they are the laziest pieces of garbage I've ever seen in my life. They're all stoners, they're all potheads, and I don't know. I just hate them. I just want to run them over my skis, and it's very easy to do. I just go past them and push them down. They'll fall backwards. I can't tell you how many times I'm going down the slopes, and I'm dodging more snowboarders than bumps because they're all sitting there. They just decide to fall and sit randomly in the middle of the slope like they got nothing better to do. Taking off their helmet, restrapping the... Get down the freaking hill! What'd you pay a lift ticket for, you moron?
You are on the bunny hill, aren't you?
No. It's just the point. You paid for a lift ticket. Get your ass down the hill. Get back up on it. Get back down. It's kind of a pattern, you know? Not get down the hill, then get down in the snow and just sit there and do nothing. That's it. And then all of a sudden, at the end of the slope, while you're waiting online for the lift to come pick you up, there's a couple of stupid little jumps. All of them go for the jumps, and they look like morons when A, they either miss it, B, they come to the side and fall on their face. I don't know. You either avoid the jump or avoid falling on your ass in the middle of the slope. I can't stand them. They really are the laziest pieces of garbage. I probably could have counted over 100 times I've seen a snowboarder sitting on the ground doing absolutely nothing. And that wasn't even counting the class that's in the middle of the slope doing nothing. Cause
what were you doing?
Skiing.
You know what I do?
I had a Camelback full of alcohol.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah,
I wear a helmet because I got a concussion.
I was doing Jameson and Coke in the Camelback.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I wear a helmet because I got a concussion a few years back skiing. I hit my head on a rock, which is probably why I'm as stupid as I am now. Beat you to it, right? Sorry.
I got my comment off the air for you.
Anyway, so what I do is I put headphones inside the helmet and get
Was it your
sound.
forehead that hit the rock first?
No, it was my nose.
Like you.
I broke my nose 3 times, actually.
Surprise, surprise.
Each one's an improvement.
I can't. Yeah, it's 9:01.
But anyway,
Yeah.
besides that, when I went snowboarding. I went skiing with a few snowboarders, and I got really pissed once. So as they go by, I took my pole and took out their knee.
Yeah, that's like Dumb and Dumber.
Yep.
Awesome. See ya.
Anyway, we're gonna do something we haven't done in a long time. We're actually gonna do do a show next week at the exact same time.
Yeah. All right.
For Jimmy, I'm Steve. We'll see you next Tuesday. Have a great night.
See ya.
Cheers.
Is that empty? Yeah.
I'll let this sit for a few seconds.
Pulling up now in a parking lot school, gonna ride that cow.
Hey now.
Hey now. All right, so it looks like our music kind of ducked out, but we're still with us.
Yeah.
But guys, have a great night, everybody. Sayonara.